welcome back to the channel, Shop Titans. Alright, giving you an update on this King Caprice event, claiming my rewards 16. Alright, so, and also I realized that we can actually now go beyond 40 for the pets, and champions are now taking in seats, not only your heroes. So these are some of the things I'm going to tell you in this video. Of course, first let's see what we got from the chest. Alright, so quite good there, and then normally we'll need to go and help out of our guild members, and so to claim those guild coins. Claiming some of these gems there from the sales of some of these elements and spirits. We are helping out a bit, I mean towards my 4,000 gems target. I'm now currently just 1/4 of that accomplished, having 1,076 gems so far. As usual, only filling up my equipments from the heroes from the T6, not the higher levels, because I think anything that goes breaking, it won't be so hard breaking. So that's basically what I intend to do for the day-to-day basis, especially even though there's a King Caprice is about crafting, it's not about sending your heroes. So here we are able to claim some of the good rewards, all thanks to the many very participative and active guild members that we have this time round. So I'm really hopeful in a sense that we could claim more compared to our first King Caprice event. Alright, crafting a lot of items as usual. I don't know about you, but always been running out of this resource items because of the continuous crafting. The only way I can beat it is crafting things that require very little resources, especially those that have ascended 3 stars, which actually have a reduced resource requirement. At the same time, of course, they are not very high tiered, so I can continuously craft them very fast and without worrying about resources. So along the way with the lots of crafting, the king comes along and I managed to con him for some money, and that will help towards my target of building up a strong cash flow reserves so we could convert them to gems eventually. So as of now, I'm not doing that yet because I think got a lot of those elements and spirits to sell, so I can't really have opportunity to convert them by buying the slimy chest and then selling. But rather I'm just concentrating to get rid of all the elements and spirits first, because it's hitting the limit. Been crafting a lot of them, at the same time trying to sell some really good stuff that I've been crafting in terms of the weapons or armor or anything like that. Alright, the King Caprice items, there's always a logo next to it, so you gotta beware not to click on the recent and then you start crafting all the recent that is not King Caprice items. Especially sometimes when you are busy crafting, the time is up for the previous batch, and then the new batch of the King Caprice items appear, and if you keep on going with your recent list, then you may be missing out the item points for the King Caprice event. So this is something I do experience myself, because sometimes you're so obsessed with just clicking and then keep on doing it. So that's something to beware of. Alright, so we have a few more of those antique tokens to be collecting, and then I'll manage to have 120, currently 115. So I'm hoping to be able to claim one of the 120 antique tokens blueprint. So very soon I'll be able to succeed in that context. By discounting the lower tiered items helps a lot in terms of expediting those King Caprice event items. So you can see here we do have some XP cups to be given, as well as along the way we may be able to feed some seeds. And very surprisingly, feeding of the seeds now seems to work on the champion. I haven't done that before. Probably it was already available in the past, but all along I've been focusing on the heroes. But now it seems like they're pushing the champions ahead. So why not? Because I've not been feeding seeds to the champion, And I also understand that champion is important, especially when I climb those Tower of Titans or Lost City of Gold progressions. Champions do need to lead the heroes, so it's really important you can feed the seeds to them right now, or it could be they've done previously, I don't know. So I just find it interesting now that champions can take on seeds. So I'm doing my best to feed them whatever seeds I have, and then we improve their fighting or defense skill itself. Alright, running low on resources right now. You can see there, I mean, something that you'll face because of the continuous crafting. So sometimes you just take a break from this crafting, so it allows the resources to be replenished and come back a few hours later to continue playing it. Meanwhile, I'll just continue crafting of those low resource intensive kind of items, like 1 or 2 resource. So I'm really happy sometimes this gentleman will come in to sell you ironwood or stuff like that you really require, because this is something that you have to buy using those guild coins, but sometimes they come in and offer you using gold. I'm really happy with that. And I'm trying to upgrade my resource beans along the way, and sometimes, as you know, higher the level, the more expensive it is. Sometimes every single upgrade costs you 10 million or more. So that's why having good cash flow is really important. So I'm trying to build my cash flow up by either surcharging those really expensive stuff, or trying to unload all my elements and spirits into the market. Something to take note is that nowadays trying to get for gems using elements and spirits is no longer as easy, because probably there's a lot in the market, and it seems like you used to be able to carry 5 gems back. Now you may not be able to do so. You have dropped to 4 or 3 gems for some. Okay, serving all the customer needs and making sure that you do not sometimes accidentally sell something precious to this group of commoners. Alright, progression there, and getting some of the gems. Alright, finally I got my 5 more antique tokens, and with this slots we could also get another set of that repair kit, which is really great. And later on we're basically got to change my 120 antique tokens blueprints, and I'm really excited about that. I've been saving up all the antique tokens from the previous round because I didn't got much, and then I only learned that they can be carried forward, so I'm really happy with that. They can be carried forward for the next King of Caprice event. So indeed, that saving up is really great. Now I can change for something I like, although it's not very high tier, but I think it's something that I'll miss out, and definitely it's only available through this King Caprice event, what they call it right now, antique. Alright, so along the crafting in the King Caprice event, you master blueprints. If not, you work out them up and then reduce in resources, because the more you craft, the better you are, right? Okay, heroes are being trained along the way, and happy always to help our guild member. In return, we get some guild coins, and really important during this King Caprice event, as usual, filling up the equipment slots with the T6. T7 will do as well. I just realized the T10 certain items in the market looks really impressive. How I wish one day I could start crafting those T10. Unfortunately, they do not have elements and spirits for T10. Otherwise, I may be able to craft some T10s on my own, because I'm focusing too much on the elements and spirits, not so much on other weapons or armor. That's why I wouldn't have able to unlock any T10. That would need a lot of effort to craft a lot of T9s to reach the T10. But I think having T10 is really fantastic. At least there's a progression for some of the really good players that have already reached their limit in T9. So probably in future there will be T11, but definitely not so soon, because I think T10 is a large number of blueprints that are released. So I think that will last them some time. Dropping in ranks, which is really good, because it means that there are more active members around. And now we're going to change for that knowledge book. So it's a good book. So near T5, but I'm really happy to be able to do that. I do not have that, and I really appreciate to allow me to have that blueprint right now. Maybe you can share with me, like, do you save up to change any of those antique blueprints, or you're going to bring forward whatever you have accumulated during this King Caprice event to move to the next one. So now, I also mentioned previously about the extended line of progress for the elements and spirits. Currently, I'm trying to do a further improvement to my Elemental Pro. You can see there is now 51. It's really great. So that allows me to claim some rewards and power up for my champion. And really happy. I think the next stage is Ace. I mean, Pro to Ace, not too bad, the name. The final one become Titans, no longer Expert. So you gotta bear in mind that. And I think I've completed my T4 and T7 elements. Now next, be it spirits or element, I'm gonna work on T9, but every ascension will require 60 ascension scrolls. Not easy, but I think it will be very beneficiary in terms of crafting very high quality or twin or reducing resources with ascension. So I really hope to do that soon. Alright, thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe and take care.